New Global and Business Associates and guests joining us on our call. Welcome to our Sunday night Vision Mastery Leadership call. And this is Aileen, Galera, your host. So hope everyone is closing in a great Sunday night, making a difference into someone's life. And so appreciate everyone that's been plugging into our training calls consistently. And for those new to TLC and new to our new global family, welcome. This is a call that we do every Sunday night at this time as we continue to grow into strong leadership and help develop leaders who become a movement. So now when you grow a leader within you, you grow your business as well. As you know, everything rises and falls on leadership. And speaking of leadership, we are very, very fortunate to have great, phenomenal, dynamic leaders leading our particular organization, Mr. Jason L. Scott I and Mr. Walter A. Smith IV. And they continue to provide great trainings and platforms such as this Vision Call every Sunday night that helps stretches our vision and be empowered by what we envision. So be ready to grow more to the next level tonight. Grab your pen and your notepad and prepare to take notes. And join us again on the webinar platform. That is project100krevolution.com. And so as always, I'm honored to be able to bring on our featured trainer for tonight. He's a very, very dynamic leader, a gentleman that I have known and respected for almost 6 years now, and he is our National Director, Going Global, Mr. Jason L. Scott I from all over the world. And Mr. Scott has been in this industry of direct sales and home-based business as an icon for over 25 years. He's a co-author of the bestseller book called Network Marketing for Facebook. This is a proven social media technique for your business success. And he has built a huge international organizations into the tens of thousands and influencing hundreds of thousands of people through his great leadership, his books, his audios, his trainings, his coaching, mentorship, and so much more with so much wisdom, skills, knowledge, and passion of building and developing strong leaders and coaching them to earning significant income, working for themselves and working from home. And I'm so honored to call him my mentor, coach, success partner, and my good friend. And so with that, I'm honored to bring him onto the line to put his passion, dedication, and commitment to a great team. So with that, Mr. Scott, the line is now yours, sir.
Miss Aileen Galera, I'm absolutely on the phone line. Can you hear me, young lady?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Please take it away.
I do appreciate you, young lady, for just hosting tonight's Vision Mastery Call. Listen, guys, there's a few things that we do on this call. Of course, our job is designed to stretch the vision of people. And, of course, in the process of stretching the vision is teaching people personal leadership. Make sure that you get your pen and your pad out. Make sure you're always taking notes. I promise you always want to stay on the call to the very end because you're always going to get exactly what you need. You know how many times we do calls, trainings, meetings, and whenever we're done or we're live in the room, and there's always a group of people individually. They come individually, and they always say, that call was exactly what I needed. That meeting was exactly what I needed. That training was exactly what I needed. What you said tonight was exactly what my team needed. What the people responded when they had a chance to open the lines and they spoke at the end, that young lady impacted me so much. That gentleman impacted me so much. See, guys, what we do as a team, what we do as an organization, what we do together, see, we always say each one teach one, but we also are in our whole process of understanding that we must become the leaders that other people will follow. As we're tracking on social media, make sure that you're anything that we're talking about, if it's adding value to your life, you can take the time that it takes to type it into onto your page on Facebook. You can type it to your page on Instagram. Let people know that this call is live. And hit it on your social media platforms. Forward it each and every time you get on. So this call is not about me. This call is about the fact that we all are the next wave of leaders. You've got to understand what I'm saying to you right now. This call is for each and every one of you to understand that we are the next wave of leaders. Hashtag next wave. Hashtag that. Listen. Hashtag that right now. Next wave. You've got to understand that you are the next wave leadership. Let them know that it's coming directly from Jason L. Scott first. Let them know it's coming directly from this new global new global mastery call, this vision mastery call. Let them know that it's coming directly from this vision mastery call, that you are the next wave. I want you to let the universe know. I want you to let the billions of people that are on social media, that's on Facebook by itself, let them know, let the universe know that you are the next wave. Why am I giving that to you? Because I've been doing a lot of traveling, and if you happen to be on the line and you're not on the webinar, you want to get on to project100krevolution.com. project100krevolution.com. I'm going to drop some information. Matter of fact, Ms. Galera, the young lady who actually introduced me onto the call, she introduced me, and she was saying, Mr. Scott and Mr. Smith bring a wealth of knowledge. Well, this young lady as well, guys. This young lady has built teams around the world. The largest organization that I have ever been able to build in network marketing came directly from this young lady expanding her vision, not just in the United States, but into Europe, and from Europe we went around the world. Not because I was some great person myself, but because I was willing to get myself involved and get someone else involved who was able to evolve. See, if I had not gotten involved, if he not had gotten involved, she would not have been able to evolve into that person that she has become. So as we are on this call today, this call is evolutionary for you. You must understand that this moment right now, see, I love this platform because I can do what I need to do. I can speak the way I need to speak. I can give the power, the energy. I can give the transformation the way I need to do it. Because whenever I'm on this platform is about next wave leadership. See, as I was watching different things that's happening, and let me say this, Ms. Galera. So, young lady, one thing that I will be covering, which is why you guys want to get on the project100krevolution.com. So you saw myself and Mr. Smith has been doing some great trainings. Well, I'm going to use one of your trainings tonight, but that's the feelings wheel, if you don't mind. The training that you taught me, I'm going to use that training tonight to teach others. So I do appreciate you, Ms. Galera, for that great training that I'm going to deliver tonight on the feelings wheel. Because for the first time you delivered it, I said I got to use that at different variations in time. So thank you so much for giving me that training a few years back, and we've been able to use it to help move the people. All right, so let me come full circle. My whole process of coaching, mentoring, and training is I'm connected emotionally. See, write this down. You must learn to keep your finger on the pulse of your organization. You must learn to do that. And now I say that because it's a learned skill. It's no different than right now if you and I are, if we're together and I say, check my pulse. You may put your fingers where we saw other nurses put fingers at. You may move around. You may say, I don't feel nothing. I may say, I don't feel anything. I'm looking around trying to feel the pulse. Then I may say, okay, I feel it. And then when I feel it, you know how they look at the watch? You guys have been to the doctor's office and look at the watch? You know how you look at the watch? When they look at the watch, they know what they're looking for, or they know what they're counting. And most of us, we can look at the watch, but we don't have a clue of what we got our finger on the pulse for. So, guys, learning to have your finger on the pulse of the organization, it helps you to be able, once it's a learned skill, it allows you to be able to kind of do like a self-diagnostic of your organization. Self-diagnostic, but also it goes into the diagnostic of the team, because there's a particular functionality that your team is in. There's a particular way of how they're growing, how they're moving, how they're feeling. There's a particular thing that your group is going through all the time. And you normally can tell that based off of your numbers, based off of the geometry of where your teams are growing at, based off of the energy of the people who are speaking to you every week, the counseling that you do, the three-way calls that you do, the people who are calling you on their own without you having to call them, because this is their own business, this is their business. It's even though it's your business, but it's their business. And when you start to find leaders who will call you because it's their business, like people always say, Mr. Scott, I know you're very busy, so I don't call you. I'm like, well, just so you know, I'm busy taking the calls of the ones who don't care about that. I'm busy taking the calls of the ones who say, I need his time. My family needs to get fed. My family needs to eat today. I need to pay my bills today. I need to get myself out of my situation today. Now, the thing is this. Each of you have your own individual uplines. Many of you are part of our personal group. Team NGD, New Global Dynasty, new way of thinking, new way of moving. Guys, just so you know, the meeting room is full. 50 people is on the line, full. So you won't be able to get on right now. It's full. So I'm saying to you guys who are on, that congratulations. I'm going to drop some knowledge that you're going to want to see here shortly, so that you can learn to teach this, so you can keep the finger on the pulse of your organization. But as we move forward, guys, I want you to get it. I want to teach you to become an icon in the industry of network marketing. I want to teach you to become a legend in the industry, not because how great you are, but about how many lives you have impacted, imparted wisdom, and transformed and changed those people's income, change their bank account, and change who they were as people. See, in order for us to become who we need to become, see, you must be first willing to die to who you have been in order to give birth to who you must become. If you don't become anyone else, if you don't allow yourself to grow, if you don't allow yourself to grow through, see, you're going to understand this. You're going to go through, but you must learn to grow through. In order for you to help the growth of someone else, where you're not giving hypothetical theories and practices and principles, but you're actually teaching skill sets. In order to move someone else, you too must have been moved. See, if you're just giving people, what you need to do is, so why you're not doing this? I can't believe you need to recruit more people, but yet you won't recruit. You need to do more meetings, but yet you don't do more meetings. You need to sell more, but yet you don't sell more. You need to do more three-way calls, but yet you don't do three-way calls. You need to go do more, and then you do less. Why do I travel? Why do I move around? Why do I get in and out of the systems and do the things that I do? Because I'm like anybody else, guys. Let me demystify the front of the room. I'm Jason L. Scott the First all over this daggone universe, all over the world. But I'm an introverted person, which means my normal world is right in my own head. It's normally right in my own circumference. It's right. Listen, those of you who see me driving around all the time inside of this Mazda 6. That's what it is, a Mazda 6. I bought it, Mr. Keith. Listen, guys, listen to me. I bought this Mazda 6. I bought it about a year ago. When I bought the Mazda 6 about a year ago, it had like 5,000. You know why I bought it? Because it was off the factory line. I kept saying this. This is what I kept saying. I've got to find me a sexy vehicle. I got to find me a sexy vehicle with trunk space that's going to give me the room to get around. It's going to have enough mileage on it that the car won't have any challenges and problems and situations, and I can get around to the people. And I don't want to have a brand new car because I know I'm going to put a lot of miles in the car, and it's not going to be worth anything. But I do want to have a car that's strong, that's sturdy, that's going to go long. I don't have to do anything. But it has to look good. That if I'm working, and I'm in my jeans, I still look like somebody. When I'm outside of working, I'm in my suit and ties, I look like a business professional. But it don't have to be anything that when I'm driving, either I'm in the projects or whether I'm on the city streets or whether I'm in Beverly Hills, it will be something that still looks nice, but not something that's too intimidating, and that's going to have people that's going to want to try to jump on me while I'm driving through. I wanted to have all these different things because I know that in order for me to get what I need to get, I was going to have to be in any hole I can be into, any life I can transform, any person that I can speak to. I was going to have to do whatever it takes in order for me to change my family situation. I bought the car, it had about 5,000, 6,000 miles on it. I'm looking at it right now. I'm sitting in the car, just so you guys know. This is my office right here. This is my mobile office. This is what I call. See, let me start fronting. You guys know I'm introverted, but I'm also I'm come from the projects. I got the hood side of me, but I'm also a little geekish. In case you don't know that. All right. So what I'm actually sitting inside of right now is the Enterprise. Say, yeah, I'm a Star Trek fan. I'm a Star Trek fan, son. I'm in the Enterprise. This right here is the Enterprise. Hey, You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, it's really Enterprise D, because I've already been through A, I've been through B, I've been through C, because for years I've been doing what I'm doing. So I'm actually in the Enterprise D, if you really want to be all techish, and you really want to test my skill sets. So what's going on? I'm in the Enterprise D. You know why? Because this is what I'm able to move about the universe. But when I got the car, guys, and I got the Enterprise D, it had like 5,000 miles on it. Enough that it was able to give me a good value that I could actually get the vehicle and pay for the vehicle and not have a car payment and just be in a great place. Right now, I'm looking at it, it says 102,687 miles. Now, I got it, like I said, a little over, maybe about close to a year and a half, something like that. I got 102,687 miles right now on my speedometer. Just last week alone, I did over 6,000 miles driving around. Now, I'm not saying that's what everybody got to do, but I can tell you this. I had to get myself out of my feelings. I had to get myself out of my way. I have to get myself, because unlike everybody else, if I'm not in an Enterprise D, guys, I'm on that. You know how they call it the couch that you're sitting down. What do they call those couches? The love seats or something like that, or the recliner. They call them something else. They call them recliners. But anyway, when you're sitting on those chairs and you're reclining and you're reclined back, and now you're watching TV, your feet are up in the air, and you're going from one Netflix to one show to HBO to Cinemax to Epix, and before you know it, time has gone by. And by the time goes by, you look under my chin. I got gray hair stubbles everywhere. I'm sitting around. I got crumbs all in the daggone chair everywhere. Because if you allow me too long to have an idle mind like everyone else, before you know it, I'm looking back and I'm saying to myself, man, I appreciate that, the lazy boy. Yeah, you go in the lazy boy chair. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much right there, champion, lazy boy. You know what I'm saying? Which made me a lazy boy. You know what I'm saying? I was a lazy boy. I was a lazy man and a lazy boy. You know what I'm saying? So you must have a lazy boy doing what boys do, relaxing like they had no care in the world. But I was a man in a lazy boy chair. I was a lazy man and a lazy boy doing what boys do, because I was acting as though I don't have any responsibilities. So I said, let me get myself up. Let me get myself moving. Let me get myself working. So I got into the Enterprise D, and I said, I'm going to be around the world. I'm going to move around. This is my way of this is my galaxy class. In case you guys don't know Star Trek, the Enterprise is a galaxy class starship. That means she's the top of the line. And since I myself, like many of you on this phone, know that without a shadow of a doubt that no one is better than you. You are at the top of the line. I don't care if I'm in a Rolls Royce, or I don't care whatever I'm in. I'm the top of the line. But I do understand that psychology, perception, belief is true. It doesn't mean objectively it's true. It just means that it's your truth or it's my truth. And because I know that perception, belief is truth, I have to appear. I have to look like everything is good. So the vehicle that I got gives me that look. But it also gave me a chance, guys, that I can get around to so many people to change and transform their lives. Why am I giving you that story? Because there's feelings that we all go through. And this wheel of feelings that we go through, guys, can make or break you as an entrepreneur. And when I get myself out of my feelings, when I get myself out of my way, when I have integrity about myself, understand this, guys, there's a beauty and there's a power in integrity. And we have to have a serious intelligence about who we are and whose we are. And we have to allow ourselves to be in this mindset that we must have an evolution of consciousness, an evolution of awareness, an evolution of knowing. Because we are the vanguards for humanity, and because we are the vanguards for humanity on this planet and in this universe, guys, right now, because we are that, then you must take personal responsibility. I say it all the time, that it's about volume and velocity, increasing the number of voices that are speaking of hope. Because hope is the only thing that's stronger than fear. And many of us have been so fearful. And you must allow yourself to become fearless. You must allow yourself to say, you know what, nothing's going to stop me. You know, guys, they have had this event that they had in Detroit. So many leaders are so excited about what they heard. People are jumping on emergency calls, doing all type of things, getting their teams to understand, guys, that the time is collapsing. Let me help you understand this. In network marketing or in business, there's a time frame that you have. Listen to me, family. You got to feel what I'm saying to you right now, because you cannot go at this thing like you got a lot of time. You can't go at this like you got a lot of time. We have an opportunity to create wealth where we stand at this particular time. When a company ends up getting to about $50 million in sales, it starts to go into momentum. When they get this like this $50 to $100 million in sales, all of a sudden they start to go into this momentum. Something like when it's happening like on a monthly basis, they start to go into this momentum. And when it goes into momentum, understand this: you can make money, and many of you could even make six figures. But understand, write this down. When they go into momentum, if you have not prepared yourself and put yourself in a position so that you can explode when that momentum comes, you will be left in the moment. This whole thing about momentum is you understanding that at this moment right now, you must move forward, and you must move forward expeditiously. You must move forward as though you have no time. You must move forward as though I told you you've been out of work for 1 year. Your family is about to be ruined in all areas of everything. You got a shot to get to this job. And they told you that you got to get to this job. You got to get there right now. They're not taking one more person after today. With that type of energy, with that type of purpose, with all of that, you say, listen, I gotta get there right now. When people are calling you, you're not stopping. When people are texting you, you're not reading. When people are trying to talk to you while you're moving, you're not trying to hear anything, because you know that you have to seize this moment. And guys, if you don't get that, right now, you're gonna miss this moment. You're gonna miss the momentum that people really have in network marketing. There's two things that changes a man. That's inspiration and that's desperation. And either you're going to be inspired by tonight's call, something I say, something one of the leaders say, something that sparks something in your mind, or you're going to say, you know what, I'm desperate enough to believe. Say what he's saying. I'm desperate enough to say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And if it is to be, it is up to me. And if you decide that right now, I want to make sure you understand some things as keeping a finger on the pulse of your organization. In order for how you can build a large organization, you must understand that there's what we call a feelings wheel. Excuse me. Now, with this feelings wheel, I want you to understand, stage one of the feelings wheel is when people, there's 8 stages. Write this down for those of you who couldn't make it onto the webinar. There's 8 stages of the emotional cycle. You got that? So what I do, guys, I teach psychology of this whole process. It's not the products, I promise you. Went to go do a block party for a young lady today in Asheboro, North Carolina. Met with Alexis Alexander, got a chance to do a block party for this young lady, Ms. Schanberg. And while we did a meeting there, I was telling her the same thing. It's not about the products, it's about you. It's about the fact that I must develop you. I must help you transform into the you that you see in your mind. But in order for me to do that, I have to remove some things about you, some self-imposed limitations about you that have limited you from getting the best out of you that's inside of you. My job and my task is to get the best inside of you outside of you. So what's inside of you can be birthed so that you can become who you must become. But I understand this. Of the 8 stages of the emotional cycle, if you're online, you'll see it. If you happen to be on the webinar, on the call line, take notes. Stage 1 is this: new members. And this I'm giving you so you can learn how to keep the finger on the pulse of your organization. When you start to have different people going through different emotions, different things, listen, write this down. A commitment to continuity produces emotional stability. A commitment to continuity produces emotional stability. And when your organization has emotional stability about itself, the continuity, and there's continuity in your organization. I mean systemic things that I'm going to show you when I talk about building a large organization. A commitment to the continuity of that produces an emotional, healthy it's like the body. It's a healthy body has certain things that it does. Between the temperature, between the breathing patterns, between the heartbeats, between the algorithms of all different things, a healthy body. Your organization, the same thing as a healthy body. Stage 1 is new members. And understanding this, new members in the very beginning, guys, they're so excited. They attend events, they attend trainings, they attend meetings, vision mastery calls, team trainings, launch calls, wild parties, VGOs. They send positive feelings to the brain. All these things send positive feelings to the brain, and you be like, well, I can do this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. See, they be so excited when they first get started. A new member is so excited. They're so excited. And when they're so excited when they first join, when they first get themselves into the business, and we've been there, we believe at a whole nother level. Let me help you understand. Many of you, like myself, when you first join, like for instance, my first week I sponsored over 20-plus persons. Now, there had never been a week after that I sponsored 20-plus persons. I still have been sponsoring people constantly. But my first week when I was at the height of my enthusiasm, write this down. People will join more and join faster at the height of your enthusiasm than the depth of your knowledge. Because people would join faster at the height of your enthusiasm, they'll join faster. Even more people would join at the height of your enthusiasm. It's important that you learn to stay enthusiastic, because enthusiasm is that's where God is within. That's where you feel. That's where God is within, and that's basically how I understand it. Is how that's where faith and belief is within you. Because you don't know nothing, but you have faith and you have belief. Because the Greek word like entheos is like God within. So enthusiasm is like God that from the Greek word of entheos, and I'm saying God within. That's God within you. That means faith and belief. That's how nobody ever said that to me. That's how He's allowing me to give it to you right now. That's faith and belief. You know why? Because when you first get started, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about nothing. You're talking to everybody. You're talking about, man, this tea and this NutriBurst and this. Man, I'm telling you, the money that people making. You're rubbing your head. You're scratching your head. You're like, yo, this thing is crazy. Yo, you go. If you're from the streets, you back in the streets. You could be in corporate America from the streets and you back in the streets. Yo, this thing is crazy. Yo, this thing is crazy. Yo, you know what I mean? And that's when you get enthusiastic. That's how that happens. And we sponsor so many people. But what happens is this. We go into stage 2. I thank you so much, Miss Galera, for actually bringing this training to me, because this was hot. We're going to stage 2. Frustration. Frustration, guys. I'm saying frustration is this. People get frustrated because of cancellations, because of rejections, because of obstacles, because of challenges. Friends and family don't support you, and now you get frustrated. You get frustrated, and make sure all lines are muted. If you're on the back line, I keep hearing like some feedback, so please make sure all lines are muted on the back line. Excuse me. And it's frustrating. And when people start to get frustrated, and people start going through these obstacles and these challenges, now your initial enthusiasm and zeal, it dissipates and it goes away. And when that initial enthusiasm and zeal dissipates and goes away, now you start to be, oh man, now you start to feel frustrated, because the first time when you first join, you know how we're like, man, y'all, I know who I'm going to call. I know I'm going to call Jeff, I'm going to call Mike, I'm going to call Craig, I'm going to call Bruce. And when you call all of them in stage 1, And when none of them do what you do, you're in stage 2. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody. See, matter of fact, you remember Anne-Marie Murrell? That's on the line right now. Anne-Marie, do you remember when you used to be on, when you first joined, and you and I wasn't really connected yet? You in Trinidad, but you came through the Gym Network with Dwayne, Mark, Anthony, and Marissa, and all the different leaders there, and Denise, and all of everybody. Remember how when you used to get frustrated, you used to post on social media because nobody was supporting you, and you just was posting all this negative. I knew what was happening. I was saying myself, she's frustrated. My girl's frustrated. And I started hitting her in the inbox, and I was like, hey, I recommend you take that down. I recommend you control your emotions. I recommend you don't let them get to you. Don't let the frustration set into you. See, the reason why you're one of our top leaders right now is because you allowed yourself to be willing to be humble. See, humility is simply recognizing that there's something that you don't have. And I remember Miss Anne-Marie, when you was like, man, everybody rejecting, they're not trying to do nothing. All these obstacles and challenges are coming up. Understand this, guys. When you're about to make the biggest change in your life, when you have a chance to do the greatest things in your life, all of a sudden, obstacles and challenges are going to come up. And you got to recognize this for yourself and recognize it for your people. You must prepare your people. That's why we always say let people go to teamngd.com and listen to the gym room. Part of the 4 steps is personal development. Product of the product, step 1 is you. You must become a product of your own product, and your product is people. So you yourself must be prepared. And I can listen to Jim Rome, because Jim Rome is going to prepare people for all the family members that they thought were going to support, all the friends they thought that were going to be friends, all the people who are going to pull the rug from underneath you, all the ways you're going to feel now that people have shown you who they really are, and you're going to be hurt. Because you didn't give everybody the best of you when you had and nobody had. You showed up every event for everybody. You supported everybody's everything. You did all this other stuff for everybody else. And now when it's time for you, the same people who you were there for, you supported, you loved, you did this too, you showed up for, you drove across town late night for, all these same people. That's audacity to tell you, let me see what you do first. Let me know how I'm going to watch you first. After it works for you, then I know it works for me. First of all, if that's a person is thinking, they already are behind the 8 ball. Because if a person tells me, well, I got to see what you do, already you can't do what I do because I'm not the person that says, let me see what you do. So therefore, you can't pattern any success that you're going to have. Because if you really, so you're going to rate my success? Yes. Well, I recommend you get started right now because my success comes from me knowing that I'm going to create success. Not about no one else. I don't care about Jack. I don't care about Junebug. I don't care about Rufus. I don't care about what Cephas does. I know me, and I'm going to create success for me. You have to be prepared and understand that the obstacles are they're designed. Obstacles and distractions and challenges, they're designed. Listen to me. Understand this, guy. Listen to me. There's 2 things that happen with this. 2 things that happen. 1, as challenges come up, that's the opposition. That's the opposition. Not just the opposition of the devil or Satan or other things. The opposition. Listen, okay, let me help you understand in the terms that Mr. Smith understands. When you're working out, you must push against weight. That means when you're pushing against weight, the weight is the opposition. So in order for your muscles to become stronger, you must push against the weight. Understand this, right? Let me help you understand. Past the point of what you see. Let me help you understand the path that you don't see. In order for your muscles to build, what happens is every time you push against the weight, your muscle fibers, listen to me, are tearing down. Your muscle fibers are tearing apart and they're ripping. Your muscles are nothing more than muscle fibers and strands that pulled and tore apart as you were pushing the opposition. What actually made you stronger was the ripping. What made you stronger was the tearing. What made you stronger was the challenges. What made you stronger was the endurance that you gained because you must become stronger in your opposition. Your opposition, listen, if the opposition is pushing you, you must learn to push back. It's only in the pushing back that the muscles tear, that the muscles get stronger, that the muscles realign, they redefine themselves. Only at that point does that happen for the opposition. Now the opposition must resist you because the opposition is trying to stop you, but you're building muscle. And because you are building muscle, because you are moving more, because you are getting it, you got to understand those frustrations that people are going through. You yourself as a leader right now must understand why those frustrations are there, because it's not the opposition of Satan, the devil. It's the opposition that must make you stronger. You cannot become stronger without opposition. You cannot become stronger without the challenges. You cannot become stronger. There's no way possible. So, once that happens, understand this. It goes to stage 3 with most people. That's where shock comes in. Man, I can't believe this. I can't believe you told me that this thing was going to be easy. You told me that all I got to do is get to it, I prove. You told me that it was going to be simple. You told me that you were going to build one side of the business because you was going to put people under me, and I don't see nobody coming under me, and you're a liar. And I can't believe that you told me that this was you know what? I'm sick of that. Oh, I can't believe that you got me into. I spent all my hard-earned money, all these things that we do. We go into shock. We like shocked. Can you believe that? We like this. People get shocked. Man, you lied to me. Now the funny thing is this. Most of them, write this down. People fail for 2 reasons in network marketing. 1, you were told what to do and you just didn't do it. Or 2, you were never told what to do. So that means when somebody told you what to do, if somebody told you what to do, you just chose not to do it. And what we normally do when we don't do it, we come back and we say, man, that company burnt me. It ain't that it burnt you. You didn't do anything. That's like getting a job. I mean, you get the job. If I train you on what to do and I walk up and come back and you didn't do anything and I fire you because you didn't do anything, or I say, you know what, I'm going to train you. Your training time is between 1 and 3, and you're going to start your job at 4. And if between 1 and 3 you don't show up for training, and at 4 o'clock you feel, well, I don't need to train, I'm going to start the job. And now when you start messing up the job and I fire you, then you go, how you going to fire me? Well, I told you training is 1 to 3. Well, you didn't train me. Well, the training is not when you decide to show up. Training was when you first got started. So now that you're in the business, now you got to know what to do. You wanted me to give you training during the work hours. I can't train you during the work hours. That's work hours. Right now, I said for you to get training, but you didn't show up. So the results of you doing it without training is you did a bad job, and therefore you didn't meet your quota, so you got fired. And your job and your business, it does the same exact thing. If you don't get the training that's necessary, when it's time for you to win, you're not going to win. Listen, guys, yeah, a person can figure this stuff out. But either you're going to be a dabbler, a jack of all trades, a master of none, jumping around from thing to thing. You're going to be a stressor, a person who's involved, and you evolve, but it takes you a long period of time because instead of you just trying to ask somebody for help or outsourcing or doing what you can do to maximize your potential, you spend all the time you can do to stress yourself and do all this other stuff. Rather than just saying, you know what, I'm going to go directly to a master. I'm going to go to someone who can give me what I need to compress my time frame. I'm going to go to someone who can help me understand me, who can help me understand them, who can help me learn how to be a network marketer. You know what network marketing is? People. Learning this cycle of people, learning the emotional imbalances of people, helping to pull people back where they are, getting them back from the break, to bring them back to the front, from the front to the back, from the back to the side, from the side to the inners to the outers, from all these other things. That's what we do. Because that's what we do, guys. All those things that we do. Most people, when they go through shock, the first thing they do with shock, they go to stage 4. From stage 3 is shock, stage 4 is this, denial. They go into denial, and this is what happens in denial. They start going through withdrawal. So if you're taking notes, withdrawal, not returning your phone calls, procrastination, mission in action, avoiding weekly meetings, trainings, different calls, start to cook a lot, start to sleep a lot, start to do all these other things. It's almost like you go into depression. You know, I've been there. Trust me, I know. I ended up becoming somebody very successful to being on the bread lines because of denial. denial and depression in myself, denial that I was destined for something great, denial that what I prayed for was what I was needing, denial that I can go on after the death of my mother, denial, all these things, that when my flame went to a pilot light and I couldn't get myself to move it, I went from building a team of over 10,000 people and traveling across the U.S. to going to the bread lines on Saturday and Sundays in line, waiting for people to give me boxes of food that they was able to get from the grocery stores, because I was in denial, because I couldn't break through, because I wasn't strong enough, because I let myself be weaker than me, because Jason L. Scott the first he was nowhere to be found, because all that was left was just Jason Scott. Jason L. Scott is the one. Jason L. Scott first is who I use. That's who I need. That's who I have to help me transform me. Because the old me wasn't strong enough. The old me wasn't good enough. Jason L. Scott the first. Where you at? Where you at? I need you. I need you right now. Help me. Help me. And I know what people go through when they go through the stage right here. I know what people go through when they're in that stage of denial, in that stage of depression. I know what it's like to go through that process of not responding to phone calls and people are calling, you just pick it up and look at it and put it back down. I don't want to be around people looking for me. I'm in the room. My kids looking for me. I'm in the room. I walk in and say, hey, everybody. I slap by, give hugs, and then for the rest of the room, I'm letting years go by, not watching. I'm coming downstairs and sometimes see my kids and can't believe how much of a growth spurt that they've had, because for 2 years I was in depression, avoiding anything, calls, meetings, whatever, cooking, eating, getting fat, making dumb decisions for myself and dumb decisions for my family. And dumb, D-U-M-B, is decisions that usually make you broke. And all it was a dumb decision. The decision that usually make you broke. And people go through that denial stage. And then after that, guy, they go to stage 5, which is fear. And they start to be like, man, I can't do this. Man, maybe this isn't for me. Selling products just ain't for me. They start finding more excuses. Listen, write this down. When a person is ready to quit, any excuse will do. When a person is ready to quit, any excuse will do. What happened to you? Well, I'm just about to do this, but you understand that my goldfish lost all the scales, so I had to spend time with the goldfish. My dog died, my cat got sick. I had to get the wheels. All this other stuff. So the scales started to go. The scales started to goldfish. So I was about to come out, but I can't do this business right now because the goldfish. Oh, so the goldfish is why you can't do it. Yeah. Like the goldfish. or like someone told me before. I saw them on social media, and while they were on social media, they were out having a great time. They was at the comedy club. They was out with their friends. They was laughing and joking. All these pictures. So I saw they look like they didn't get moved. Let me hit them back up. And I texted them like, hey, what's going on? Give me a call. I see things are picking up with you. I want to get you back re-engaged into the business and help you have some fun. Well, you understand I can't do it right now because, I broke my finger like 2 months ago. Literally, I broke my finger 2 months ago, and, I had some things going on, about 4 months ago. So right now it's not a good time for me to really do TLC because I just can't really focus. I got too much going on. But yet they're at the comedy club, having a great time, chilling. Drawing for all the people that be living it up. They're having a great time, chilling. And it's all good. We're supposed to be able to do all that. But when we want to use excuses as a reason why, excuses, and when it's time to quit, any excuse to do. Oh, I broke my finger 6 months ago. It's still, so how long are you going to be out of work? Oh, no, I'm not going to stop going to work. Oh, okay, the way you said it was like it was detrimental to everything. So you couldn't do, I figured you called your boss and told your boss you wasn't coming in either, because if you can't work for yourself, I assume you can't work for your boss either. So That's what I know is detrimental to your health. So if you tell me the excuse and I say, well, so you going to go back to work when? How long do you take out for leave? Oh, no, I didn't take out for leave. Oh, so you're still going to show up for your boss? Oh, yeah, of course. But after that, when it comes to working for myself, I know I told you that, I know I said all these different things about what I was going to do. So, guys, listen, any excuse to do. I can't do it. All these things come up when stage 5 comes in, when fear sets in. Stage 6 is anger. Man, why didn't they tell me that I was going to have to do all these calls? Why didn't they tell me that I was going to do all this stuff? They lied to me. They want to blame the company. They want to blame the downline. They want to blame the upline. They want to blame the cross line. They want to blame everybody else for the reason why they had to quit, rather than the fact that they were told what to do and they just didn't do it. And that's normally what it is, or they were never told what to do, which means the person who got them involved didn't know what they were doing. But they didn't take the time to even go upline to connect with anybody else who can help them. Like minutes you're on the phone, you felt like you were lost, different things you need, so you still say, let me seek knowledge. Seek and ye shall find. So you've been seeking, so you found what you were looking for at this particular moment in time in order for you to go into your momentum. Write this down. Personal momentum succeeds group momentum. And group momentum, personally, it succeeds team momentum. So before you can have a big team, before you can have a small group, you must self have to go into momentum. So that means you must understand your moment right now in order for you to have the best of your own momentum, your personal momentum. Because when people start getting into that anger stage, guys, we got to understand, guys, that we can't let that's really lies that we're saying to ourselves. We want to blame it on everybody else, and they're going to want to blame it on you. But you just got to understand that that's the stage they're going through. That's stage 6. The stage 7 is you get angry at yourself. See, when you start getting angry at yourself, you start, you know what? I can't blame nobody else for this. I understand the reason why I failed is because of me. You know what? My self-reflection says it's me. I know Mr. Smith a long time ago, we were talking. And here we've been workout partners for years. We've been business partners. He sponsored me. I sponsored him, different things and stuff. And we've been able to coach and mentor over the years. And our puppy and accountability partners, one day he called me, and he was like, Mr. Scott, did you do this? You guys know I talk all the time. That's why I'm talking all this time, majority of this off the top of my head. I can talk for 2 hours straight just talking. So anyway, he's like, Mr. Scott, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do this? I'm like, well, you got to understand this, and, what happened with this, and I was about to do that over here, but this came up, and when that came up over here, as soon as I did this right here, something came up, and you know how things work, man. All this stuff was going on. And then the first thing he said was, yeah, it sounded like an excuse to me. And the first thing I said was, yeah, basically. I just trying to see if I can. I was trying to lie. I think if I can lie to myself and I can lie to you, if you accept the lie, then make it better for me to accept the lie too. Yeah, you're right. It was me. But what most people do is, you got to understand, it ain't me. It's this. That's stage 6. But stage 7 is you saying, you know what? It's me. Many of you right now have to look at yourself. Many of you right now have to understand that you are where you are because of you, because of your decisions, because of your movements, because of your inability to get yourself up. You are where you are exactly. You are a direct correlation to your output is a direct correlation, guys, to everything that you have on the inside. So if the output is not showing anything, then what you have input into this whole process from yourself on the inside is revealing itself outwardly. So if you haven't done first you haven't fixed yourself on the inside, so the input that you've been giving yourself haven't allowed you to fix yourself. But on the input that you have, this is data entry input. Let me put it inside myself right now that I'm the factor, that I'm the reason, that I'm the one, that if it is to be, it is up to me. Let me put this thing so I can reinvent my mind. Let me go ahead and put this to myself that I can be the champion. I can be the leader. I can accept personal responsibility. Once you get to that stage, guys, that's when stage 8 comes in. Recommit. And when you get recommitted, guys, you go back to stage 1 and you stay there. Stay optimistic. Tell yourself, hey, listen, it's not like me to not reach my goals. It's not like me to be discouraged. It's not like that's not who I am. I'm going to stay into stage one. I'm going to be enthusiastic. I'm going to maintain my influence, my God within. I'm going to maintain my belief and my faith. And once you do that, as a rapper, it's going to help you understand that building a large organization, write this down, is if you want to go national director, building a large organization is a formula. It's not a fantasy. It can't just be a thought process. It's a formula. Let me give you the formula, and we're going to wrap this up really quick. 2010-5-1000. 2010-5-1000. To get national, you want to get national, you have about 20 qualified events. There's a whole other training we're going to train on. You can go to teamngd.com. There's videos, there's trainings, there's audios that you can actually listen to, teamngd.com. Click on the resources, there's tabs that we train on, things like that, how to build an organization, the formulas, all these other stuff, you can get that. But 2010-5-1000 is 20 people confirmed per event. It's about 10 people to show up, because out the gate, 10 align to you. So if you tell me, I said, how many people got showing up? And you tell me 2, normally 0 shows up. You tell me 5, you're going to have 1 or 0. Normally 0 shows up. You tell me 10, that say that they're going to show up, you may get about 2 or 3. Maybe 2, maybe 1 that may show up. So you got about 20 people that say they're going to definitely be there, 10 line out the gate. So out of 10 is line out the gate. I mean, out of 20 time coming, 20 is line out the gate. So you confirm 20, 5 are going to show up. You get about 1,000 in business volume. Whether you get people that's going to buy product, $200, $300 in product, plus another people that join at 100-pack here, get you 100 in volume. A couple of people joined, like they did a meeting yesterday. Nick Alexandria was up there and they drove up to D.C. to do an event. At the event, there was about 10 plus 12 people there, something like that. Of that right there, they had about 2 or 3 people to join. Plus, they got product that was sold. So they got about, so you got a person who joins the 100-pack, that's 100 in volume. Another person joins the 100-pack, that's another 100 in volume, that's 200. People actually buy product, about $100 or $300 in product, that's 500 or 600 in volume that you can have from the 5 or 6 people that actually decide they want to do something. So between you understanding that you can do 500 to 1,000 in volume from a qualified event, that can help you every week to say this. So let me do qualified events so that I can get myself to national. Understand this. National is simply you getting the fact that it's going to be 20,000 in volume. But your paycheck is 20,000 in volume times 0.2, which is about $4,000 a week of income. So you got to learn to discipline your disappointments, guys, because people can fail, but a well-defined system will not fail. So you must become systemic in your operations, because you can't measure it if you can't manage it. So you got to be able to measure it. You have to inspect what you expect. All these things are why we do a formula. So you can inspect along the way how many people you got confirmed. Most people just show up and want to know why nobody's there and blame the person. It's not their fault. They're new. They're still in training. They're following your guidelines and your leadership. You must give them guidance. Because when you get started, you got to make a list and begin sorting immediately. Amateurs build with the easiest prospects because it's convenient. It's convenient to be able to call your cousin who's broke, your person who don't got no job, everybody who you feel needed. But you can't find the ones who are needy and destitute. You got to find the ones who are looking for a way, and they're needing it because they must change their situation. Professionals build with their toughest prospects. Out the gate, look for people who got a winning behavior. People who have a winning behavior will actually yield winning income for you. Like I tell people, like red prospects are people that you look up to. Ones that you can sponsor and you know they're already a business-minded person. Blue prospects are people that's your peers. Green prospects are people that who look up to you. They're like they're smaller group. They look up to you. Do whatever you say. Look at the information. Join because I'm joining. But if you really want to build this, you want to get as many reds, people that can build this thing out the gate. And the last thing is understanding, guys, that fortune is in the follow-up. Follow up within 24 hours. If you get somebody to teach, listen, this is how you follow up. Hey, Now, I'm going to give you this product. I'm going to call you tomorrow to check in on you. I'm going to call you in 24 hours. At what time is it right now? Is it 8 o'clock that I met you? So that means you're normally up at 8. I'll call you at 8 tomorrow. At 7 o'clock today, I'm going to call you at 7 tomorrow. Follow up within 24 hours. All right? Have a consistent language. A systemic language, guys, leads to your next exposure. Again, if it's systemic, hey, listen, I'm going to call you. I'll be following up tomorrow. I'll be following up in 24 hours. When you have that systemic language, it leads to the next exposure, because now when you talk to them again, they're already setting them up for the next exposure. And every time you talk, you say, I'm going to call you back at this time. I'm going to do this next. I'm going to give you some information that you can evaluate. You got some questions about it? Great. There's a call tonight we're having that's going to answer all your questions. Get on this call tonight. You can actually, because of the systemic language that you're going to learn, you can move people through. So you got to understand, guys, who your people know can take you to the next level. So that's what's going to help you guys expand your business, help you get up to another level, help you your lives and do great things for your family, guys. I want to make sure I gave you guys some good information tonight on these feelings. You can understand this and what you got to do. I actually have this 10 o'clock call that I'm going to have to pop on with Nate. I got to do testimonial on the call, so I'm going to have to pop off a little early. Guys, but let me open up the phone call really quick. If anybody got, just give me a quick comment statement. Any leaders in the background that have any quick comment statement they want to share before we end tonight's Vision Mastery call.
Mr. J.L. Scott 1, can you hear me, sir?
Walter A. Smith, 4th Quattro, take it away, sir.
Incredible call tonight, sir. Just want to thank you for sharing that information. Want to thank Ms. Galera when she first presented the information. The thing that I love so much about what you presented tonight, for everybody that's on the call right now, they can identify exactly where they are in their business. And we talked about it before. If it's going to be, it's up to me. So identifying where you are is the first thing. Then starting to learn the skills and the craft to keep your finger on the pulse of your organization so you can help people better. You can help people get through those different situations. So I just want to let you know it was an incredible call. I hope the call was taken by the entire organization the way it was taken to me to help us to not get offended, to not get bitter, but to get better so that we can continue to move forward the way we are. Appreciate you, sir, and turn it back over to you.
Thank you so much, Quattro. Appreciate you as well. And, guys, we will be uploading this training and this call information onto Team NGD as a video and actually be posting a replay line through the timelines as an audio so you guys get a chance to listen to information again and actually get a chance to learn and study. Just listen to these calls over and over. Take notes over and over. Each time you hear it, you're going to get something different. Let these calls, because that's how I learn. Everything I do right now, I learned it from going to calls and trainings and all the things that I have to do. So I appreciate you, Quattro, for just sharing tonight's on the call. Do any last person want to share for tonight's call at all? Good stuff. Hey, guys, listen, I got to make sure that I hop off right now because I got to be on this 10 o'clock call. I know I can actually press *6, and there'll probably be 1,000 people that want to speak, and I will want to be able to do that. What I'm going to do is open the call at the end as I hang up the call. So anybody who want to just speak out, just say congratulations. They love the call, feeling good, great call. They're going to open up the call so you can speak yourself into the universe. But always remember, family, given the sum total of all your decisions, you cannot change who you are, but given new life, new vision, new unity, you can you become. So understand your feelings. Understand the feelings will. Understand their feelings so you can learn to keep the finger on the pulse of your organization, and let's all just become. I love each and every one of you. Go out there and build a large organization. You guys have a great night. Good night, everybody. Love you all.
All callers are unmuted.
Great call. Thank you.
Great call.
Great call.